Good morning once again, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Modine. Welcome to Rabbit and More, a rabbit farmer, and I bring you videos from my little farm, telling you sharing my experiences with you, as well as going to other farmers and bringing their experiences on board so that you are able to stay motivated and know everything about rabbit farming, the ins and outs, from a small beginning to like a big scale thing. So today I promised you guys I'll be doing a video. A lot of you reached out to me that I should do a video on the apple cider vinegar. So here is it. So I'm going to do a video on it. So let me take you through what I have over here. So I have my book where I jotted a few things over there, the apple cider vinegar, of course, and then my laptop for editing once I'm done, and then this is the bucket. So for all who have not noticed, this is the bucket that is connected to the, let me show you quickly. So it sits right here, that's the cover. It sits up here and it connects to this one right here, and so I just detached it. And so this is my fresh water that I will empty into this bucket once I'm done with this one. So currently they are all not drinking. No one is drinking water at the moment. I believe they have drunk water already and stuff like that. And quick ones, these ones will be 3 weeks old tomorrow. Now do not forget, these very ones here, they are the kids from this mother right here, but I fostered them to this one, and these ones will be the smaller looking ones. You see, the other one is bigger, the white one is bigger, this other white one is bigger. There are two white big ones, and these smaller ones, they will be 3 weeks, I think, on Friday. Yeah, but the two big ones will be 3 weeks tomorrow being Wednesday. Yes, he's sniffing me. Yes. Don't bite me, just sniff. So yeah, those are the rabbits, and now they have started jumping out of the how do you call it, that's one mother breastfeeding right there. You can see it, she's breastfeeding the kids. Yeah, awesome. They do a lot of great job. I mean, if you leave them, they take care of themselves. So someone will say, why apple cider vinegar? So let me give a shout out to Jonathan of is it, I always forget, Organic Grow Technology. Yeah, he designed the cage and he's also a rabbit farmer. And so when I went to him to guide me on the cages, I mean, why he decided to go into this type of cages and all that stuff, I asked him a question, but I did it off camera because it didn't occur to me while we were doing the video. So the question was simple. I was wondering that because of the closed pipe system, you know, it's closed at the end, and that is what gives them the water. Nothing can go in there to clean the system, you know, because you put water in there, no matter how clean water is, there is always this little how do you call it, dirt in there somehow, you know, that settles with time. And you know, water is also purified by chemicals and stuff, and so some with time just settle in there and a whole lot of things is created. And so I asked him, how do I clean over there? And he said, you can't really clean, but this will be the solution. And why this is the solution is because apple cider vinegar is by itself a cleaner, you know, it's a chemical free how do you call it, disinfectant, let me say. It disinfects areas and stuff like that, but it's chemical free, right? And so what it seeks to do is not to clean the pipe completely, but to purify the water to some extent so that when the rabbits drink it, they won't get infected with diseases and stuff like that. As for washing it thoroughly, I'm still hatching a plan to it. The other side is fully closed. I'll ask Jonathan how to remove it. I don't know if he used heat to glue it, or used glue to like hold it first, or he just like put the lock over there. The lock I'm talking about is this one right here, this thing right here, this lock right here, you get it? Yes. So that I take it off, and then I'll use a pressure washer. You know, I'm trying to get a pressure washer like the same ones you use for washing your cars and stuff. You use that one. Oh, you're marking territory, huh? Sorry, I'm disturbing you. So you use the pressure washer so that you just open the back of it and then you pump the water. One thing I've also noticed is that if I can't do it like that, the other way I would do is, you see these nipples right here, these nipples that the rabbits drink from, he definitely poked holes over there, you get it? There are some holes in there. So I will go to the bottom of it, or because it's 3 steps, 1, 2 and 3, I'll go to the very bottom of it and then remove those nipples, because those nipples can be detached. I'll detach maybe 2 of them in the middle, and then we'll go with high water pressure to like push the debris and to just clean it dry. And that will be like major cleaning. I think those type of things maybe should be done like maybe twice in a year or something to keep it. So long as you are using apple cider vinegar, you should be fine. And so apple cider vinegar, we also use it as humans, we use it now, but I would suggest when you're going, go for the organic one, raw and unfiltered. You can see the one I use over here, not from concentrate, because then they won't get the nutrients from it. They get a lot of nutrients from it, calcium, zinc, and a whole lot of, I didn't like really read on it, but there are a lot of things they get from it. You can also check on it and it will tell you. But I'm going to share my experience with you, what I've seen from it, the benefits I've seen from it, and some supposed benefit that I haven't noticed yet. So number one benefit that I have seen from it is the fact that anytime I put it in the water, the rabbits drink a lot. They drink a lot of water, which means that one is trying to drink water, but there is nothing. There is nothing in the pipes, I think. Okay, so sorry. They drink a lot of water, and this helps for hydration. You get it? You want to make your rabbits always stay hydrated, and so it is good if they are drinking a lot of water. But someone will ask, how much do you have to put in there? I'll show you right now in a bit. But one thing I've noticed is, like I said, when I put it in there, they drink a lot of water. Now I'm looking on my notepad here so that I don't forget anything that I've written over here. So it also helps with their skin. It helps improve their skin. Now one example is this one. Now those who started watching me from the beginning, this very rabbit right here, you can see in your shot, this one, the mother right here, I have changed the place I've positioned the, you can see the mother right here, right? This mother right here, yeah, and her kids. You can see the kids right now also. I've tried to switch the Kindle box in a way so the kids don't go out, because I made a short cut over here, but I will improve my Kindle boxes because I realize some of them keep falling out of the nest box. So these very ones, when I brought them, their skin wasn't the best, and also when they got affected by that mange disease or the ear mites, you might say, their skin wasn't the best, including this white one right here. But they have improved significantly ever since I started giving them. Their skin have improved in a very, very good way. You get it? Yes. And one thing I noticed about this very mother is also that with time it came in there to remove more hair to cover the kids. Before it was just the grass, so I realized he started chewing the grass and replacing with her own hair. But on the first day of birth, she never did that. Okay, so on to the video itself right now. And so that is one thing. It helps them with their skin. That thing I can attest. It improves skin. If they have like skin deformities and stuff like that, it improves. And also it improves with eye infection. As for that one, I haven't seen it yet on the farm, so I can't attest to it. But one thing I know is that vinegar itself for humans helps with digestion issues. So if you have indigestion issues, vinegar also helps. The apple cider vinegar really helps, and so that is one thing that helps for the rabbits. Now, I already told you about me using it as a detergent. I said detergent. Me using it as a disinfectant to clean the lines over there. Right now, someone will ask, is this safe for all the rabbits at all ages to drink? Yes, it is safe for them to drink, especially when you go for the organic one and all that. It is safe for all of them. No age limits whatsoever, even for pregnant women as well. So that is what I use. So for me, the main reason why I give it to them is because, number one, it disinfects the water for them to drink because of the piping system I have. And also, I've noticed that anytime I give them, they drink a lot, but I don't give them all the time. I mean, I give them maybe like once every week. When I'm changing the water, I put it in there for them. Now, the bucket I showed you, this very bucket right here, one thing I love about the system of the caging like this, if you want to go for any cage, go for a cage of this magnitude, different types of course, but what it does is that it gives you an idea how much water your rabbit drinks in a day. So right now with the rabbits I have at the back there, they finish this whole thing in a day. You know, if I put it this morning, by the next morning I come, it will be left with something very little underneath over here. Then I have to like replace and do it for them again. And so for the water, I make sure that I give them a lot of water to drink, and as well I change I put in the apple cider vinegar on weekly basis, like once a week or something. I don't want to do it like continuous of a thing, so that you don't want them to be so attached to it that when you don't have it, they will fall. It doesn't come cheap. This I got for I think 55 cedis or so, 55 cedis, 55. So if you want to go into it, be careful and know what I got it from a shop near us. But when you go to the mall, any of the malls, you would get it from there, or any of the bigger supermarkets, you will get apple cider vinegar. But always make sure it is something organic. So that is why I use it. Now, some of the things that are mentioned that I haven't personally experienced but I want to share with you is, number one, it helps with urinary tract problems, right? And then number two, it also helps with fertility fertility boost, and also reduces infant mortality. You know, that's the death amongst the kids when they are born and all that stuff, right? And another point that I have seen for sure is the reduction of parasites and mites, fleas, due to their body smell. You know, the apple cider vinegar gives them a certain smell. You know, you as a farmer won't smell it, of course, but it pushes off. When I started, I realized that I got a lot of fleas around, maybe some flies, some mosquitoes and all that stuff with this caging system. The other side, I wasn't giving them the apple cider vinegar, but when I started over here, they started coming in there and I started feeding it to them through their water, and I realized that no, they are always now safe and cool over there. No flies are worrying. If you see any flies, they come into the poop area and all that, but not the animals themselves. So for this, I know it helps them. It reduces them significantly. So if you're in a place where you have problems with parasites and fleas and all that, this is something you can use. So let me know what you have heard about apple cider vinegar. I know some people will say no, but for me, I'm sharing my own experience, what I have gotten from this. It may not be for you, but at the same time, I'm sharing it with you guys out there. I want my rabbits to be chemical free, and so I try to stay off a lot of things. I'm trying to look for things that will make them live healthier, you know, so that I don't apply medication. Some of the things I do to make them live healthier is this here, this thing right here. I will show you right now. Bitter leaf. I have it right here in the house. You can see that's the bitter leaf tree. This one right here, I just took this one off it, and I'm going to feed it to the babies. Now for the babies, I have a way I deal with them, and I told you that the problem they had with their legs locking up in the holes over here, the wire mesh. The cure was this thing right here, the leaves. So I'm giving it to them to go eat it. It takes time for them to adjust. Since I'm standing here, they will just be behind here and stuff, looking at me. But you can see some have started already eating, and they are gradually moving back there to eat it. So that is bitter leaf for you. It has high medicinal properties, and it helps a lot with the rabbits. Even for humans, this is very good. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I take some of the leaves, the fresh leaves, and then I chew. I mean, when I say fresh, let me show you guys. So from here, for example, this one right here, the fresh inner ones, you chew them. It's bitter, but you chew and it helps you. It helps you a lot. And so you can see those are the baby rabbits right there, feasting on bitter leaf. So that's what I do. I leave it for them, and they take care of it themselves. It helps not only the bitter leaves but the dandelions as well. As for the dandelions, I give it to every mother that delivers on the farm, and then later I will give them the bitter leaves to also eat, because it helps them with some properties. The way it heals us as humans, it will heal them as well. And so for me, I don't shy away from them. I give it to them. Also moringa leaves, anytime I lay hands on fresh moringa leaves, I give it to them. So the whole secret to making them not be infected with diseases is the fact that you always give them plants that will help them, cure them, like moringa, like bitter leaf, like dandelions, for example, but you don't give them in huge quantities. You get it? You help them out so that they become safe for you. And then one thing also is keep your cages clean, you know, and make them, because they are clean animals. I keep repeating this. They self-clean, but then the cages, you have to keep it clean to keep their area okay, and that will stop insects from coming here and all that stuff, and that will stop bothering them. So let me close the book right here. So as you can see, this is the apple cider vinegar in your shot. I'm not using anything else, and then I try to get it in there for them. So what I do is I shake it first. I shake it so everything mixes completely very well, you know. This is it right here. And then, so let's all take the gauge somewhere here. The gauge is somewhere here, or I'll use the lead so that I'll still get the number of things I need. So I'm gonna go this one, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This will be usually the normal level I will give them, you know. And once it is done, all I have to do is to mix it with water, right? So it's done. Now, because I'm going to put this on a height, I go there first and I lock this one right here with the cider vinegar in it. Then I pour the water on it and it will mix by itself. So that is what I'm going to do right now. So you can see I'm done with the water. There's just a tiny little bit I have to add on top of it, and then it will be fine. But basically that is it right here. So the next thing will be to cover it, of course. So you can see I have water right here. So that is it. It's covered. They now have water to drink. They will start going back at it again to know that is running through the lines for sure. So one thing I would do to know that the water is running is that I usually would go back here. Let me show you guys once again. Take a good look, and then I press this here, and once I see there is flow of water, then I know it is actually going through for them to drink. You get it? I take my hands through there and I press it just as they would drink, and then I know. So I smell my hands also to kind of like know if the concentration is good for them as well. But it's normal stuff. They will enjoy it. So that is it. Once they start, I know by tomorrow morning this will be done, and then next week I'll do the same thing for them. So you can choose a day when you do it, and sometimes you can also do it maybe 2 or 3 times in a week, depending on how you want it. So that's my video on the apple cider vinegar. So I know some of you guys are interested in actually knowing about the food production, the mix, the actual mix that goes into the food for the rabbits. And so I'm in talks with a few people to see if they would sit down with me to teach me, because I don't know it personally, but I want to, the feed, the grower mash combination with soya bean and with granules and all that kind of stuff, I don't know it, but I want to talk with someone who knows it, and then I will bring you that video on how to do a mix for your own farm. You know, usually people are really closed off when it comes to these things because they feel it is their secret, right? And so they wouldn't want to share it, and some also do it so that they can sell to others. But my take on all these things is that whichever option you choose is right for you. You decide as a farmer to share something with someone or not to share. But one thing I know is that you can teach someone how to do something, but they can never be better than yourself. In some cases, some may be better than you in the end, but someone will also learn it but will never perfect it and will always come to you to buy from you. And so it is good to put that information out there. And if you really care, if you truly care about rabbitry, you should also share it, so that once or you die or something, the information will still be there, so other people can make use of it, so that rabbits will continue to grow. Because what is the whole thing? If your whole goal is to just make money from rabbits, then it is you, your rabbits, and whoever is buying from you. Once that line is done, nothing else. But if you truly care about rabbitry in Ghana, the health benefits of it for other people and stuff like that, those type of information should be shared. You know, the information must be shared and carried around and all that. I get it. Show us the basics, and then we can experiment with other things. I know there are people, like I did a mix myself. I'll show you. So I had, how do you call it, I bought this grower mash thing from someone, and then I dried moringa leaves, and then I made it like into powdered form, and I mixed it with it, and they ate it well. And for me, that was even good for the rabbits, because I had problems with the ants over here on that food. That's why I always give them the pellets, right? But they ate it and no ant came in there. By the way, I've done the treatment for the ants, and so I will go and get it again and start rationing the food for them. But that was it, you know, and for me it helped them a lot. And so I will suggest it to you. If you have that food, the grower mash one, get moringa leaves, dry them for like maybe 2 days, and then you just use your hand, just break them into pieces like that very piece, or if you can make them into powder form, or buy the moringa leaf powder itself, mix it with the feed in appreciable quantities, not like a lot. Don't let it overpower the feed itself, and feed it to the rabbits. It's always very, very good for them. But I'll get the right mixes and everything, and I'll show you guys how to do it. My name is Modine. Thank you for watching. Please, if you love this video, share it. If you want to get in touch with me, always is 05028605666. Call me anytime, but please not after 10 p.m. I live in Ghana, so if you live outside Ghana, you can check the timings and then know when to call me and when not to call me. Have a good one, and I hope this video has been a very good one for you to learn something from. Peace out.